Welcome to week 5 of the SPL Pokemon Draft League. I'm PokeaimMD, coach of the LA Wakers, and I'm taking on Drewby, coach of the New York Marauders. We'll start with a quick breakdown of my team, why I chose these Pokemon, and the Wi-Fi battle will follow. But of course, if you do enjoy the Pokemon Draft League content, make sure you let me know by leaving a like and subscribe if you're new. Drew has an incredibly powerful team, starting with an Iron Boulder that's faster than all of my Pokemon, with 3 incredible versatile starters in Quaquaval, Rillaboom, and Infernape, with a Galarian Weezing to shrug off most of my physical hits, and 3 Terra Captains, a Sandaconda that can Terrasilize into a Ground, Fairy, or Ghost type, a Mabostiff that can Terrasilize into a Dark, Fairy, or Poison type, and a Probopass that can Terrasilize into a Steel, Fairy, or Ghost type. He has a ton of strong physical attackers, which is why we're starting off with my defensive Eviolite Hisuian Qwilfish, which with Intimidate is not 2-hit KO'd by a Choice Band Iron Boulder's Mighty Cleave or a Choice Band Infernape's Close Combat, which allows Qwilfish to get up spikes or threaten Iron Boulder with Crunch. Barb Barrage allows me to check Rillaboom as well as Hydrapple, and Hisuian Qwilfish is so bulky you can even live a +6 body press from Probopass and Pain Split back the health. Other notable calcs it lives are +2 Thunderous Thunderbolts and 2 Earth Powers from defensive Hydrapple. I wanted something that could take advantage of the spikes, so I went with Choice Scarf Scizor to threaten Rillaboom with U-turn, still Bullet Punch an Iron Boulder, and duo Wing Beat Quaquaval and Infernape while outspeeding them. If Iron Boulder is only running enough speed for my Cinderace, my fastest Pokemon, Choice Scarf Scizor with max speed actually outspeeds it. Lastly, I went with Steel Beam as a means of hitting Terra Fairy Sandaconda or Terra Fairy Probopass harder if their Coil or Iron Defense boosted, as well as 2-hit KO defensive Galarian Weezing, while sacrificing myself to ensure that a Quaquaval cannot get an Aqua Step plus Moxie boost. While I had defensive pivots into Quaquaval, Iron Boulder, and even Probopass, I wanted something that can not only tank the hits but take them out as well, which is why we're using physically defensive Harvest Citrus Berry Arboliva. With Terra Fairy, I can take the fighting type moves aimed at Arboliva and Strength Sap back all the damage dealt, while using Giga Drain to deal with Sandaconda and Iron Boulder. Alluring Voice is not only a nice stab move after Terrasilization to hit Hydrapple, but also punishes setup from the opponent since they will be confused if they try to. My last move is Encore to punish setup even more, locking Probopass into Iron Defense or Body Press, a Rillaboom into Swords Dance, and more. Harvest Citrus Berry is nice because I have a 50% chance at the end of the turn to recover my Citrus Berry. I'm Eevee to outspeed Hydrapple, and it gives me another Mabostiff answer on the team. I wanted a better check for Infernape, so I went with Soul Dew Latias next, as Soul Dew allows me to knock out Quaquaval with Psychic without any special attack EVs, and 2-hit KO Skuntank with Dragon Pulse. Latias can also check Thunderous Incarnate, but the best thing about this Latias set is that it beats Skuntank 1v1 due to Reflect type, as I become a Poison Dark type in front of Skuntank and it can't hit me for any real damage. And becoming a Poison Dark type with Levitate is really strong into Drew's team. I can also Reflect type a Terra Ghost Probopass using Body Press and not be hit by Body Press myself. I have Recover just for recovery. Offensively, Cinderace is incredible into Drewby's team, because the combination of Pyro Ball, U-turn, and Zen Headbutt hits everything for neutral or super effective damage. And Pokemon that might want to set up on me, like Quaquaval, can get burnt by Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp also helps me deal with Iron Defense, Body Press, Probopass, and I have Heavy Duty Boots just to avoid Stealth Rock from Sandaconda. Lastly, I went with Choice Scarf Thunderous Therium because it outspeeds +1 Quaquaval and knocks it out with Thunderbolt, while also checking Thunderous Incarnate because of Volt Absorb. Grass Knot helps me smash Sandaconda, and Sludge Wave lets me deal with both Rillaboom and Hydrapple. I went with U-turn versus Volt Switch just to ease prediction versus my opponent's ground type. So that's my team for week 5 of the SPL Pokemon Draft League. Like I said before, if you enjoy the Pokemon Draft League content, consider subscribing. I upload it every Sunday, but I also upload competitive Pokemon every single day. And also check out my opponent Drewby. He's one of the most entertaining Pokemon Draft League players I know. Lastly, I want to give a big shout out to Maverick Shooters, Amo, Owen, Tone, MV, Zazo, and Dylan for all the help this week. I've held you up long enough, so let's get right into the battle. Week 5 versus my boy Drew. We've played so many times in draft. He's beaten me, I've beaten him. Definitely go and check him out if you do enjoy Pokemon Draft League content. He's so entertaining and he's solid at the game as well. And if you like my content too, consider subscribing because I'm hoping to hit that 500k by the end of the year. Very strong team. I'm going to lead off with my Scarf Scizor, no Galarian Weezing, which is really nice. I'm feeling pretty comfy with my Arboliva in this game, and just clicking Choice Scarf U-turn should help out a ton. I would say Sandaconda might be annoying. I'm not too worried about Skuntank. I'm going to try and get up as many hazards as possible in this game just because unless Quaquaval is running the Rapid Spin, he has no hazard control since they took away Defog from Skuntank for some reason. They give these Pokemon Defog back. They really do. Let's see. There is a Sandaconda lead. We'll find out immediately what its set is from just my damage. He could just be very defensive and may end up just getting up rocks. If it is really defensive, Scizor is going to do about, like, what, 20%, I would say, to it if it's Fizz Def. Yeah, like about 20, 25% or something like that. If it's more offensive, I'll be doing a little bit more. He could glare me as well from the start. I think I just go right for the U-turn, though. Maybe he'll just go right for his rocks. It's not going to do a lot to me. And he also does not like switching in to my Arboliva as well. So I want the chip on this. I want to find out if it's Rocky Helmet or not as well. Again, U-turn we'll be doing, if it's max Fizz Def, about 20 to 25, 20%. That's about 20, I would say. Where's the HP bar at? I should have had it on. So he's not Helmet, which is nice. Also not the Sand ability. If I get rid of this, Thunderbolt looks really good too. I'm going to bring out my Arboliva right here. I'm assuming he's going to go for Stealth Rock. A Glare would be annoying, but it's not the end of the world in this game. So it is Rocks. Perfect. Rocks. Are you Leftovers as well? I'm going to say Fizz Def as well. Let's see where he is. The HP bar. Yeah, Leftovers. It's definitely Fizz Def. The HP bar says he is at... Yeah, so that's super Fizz Def. Fizz Def. For sure that's Fizz Def. I'm going to assume that he brings out his Skuntank here. It should definitely be Skuntank, right? Like, nothing else really wants to come in on this Pokemon. I think I can afford to just Terra. I really just want to Terra and get my damage off. I want to be on my Bostiff switching. I want to be able to take on Iron Boulder. I'm going to Terrasilize and just Alluring Voice here. I want to get a decent hit off on the Skuntank coming in. I don't usually like to Terra this early. Oh, it's Rillaboom as well. That's not even bad. So Rillaboom comes out. Rillaboom, Alluring Voice does about 40 to 41%. Banded Woodhammer actually can KO me, depending. It does 40 to 41%, by the way, if it's not AV. Or if it is AV, rather. I could see him U-turning with it, though. And it could be Grassy Seed on a few mons as well. But him having Grassy Terrain is really strong for me, too. He definitely was expecting Giga Drain, which is why I went out to this Pokemon. So if it's no bulk Rillaboom, I do about 40 to 40-something%. That is Assault Vest as hell. That is basically Assault Vest. Like, I'm like, yeah, even max HP doesn't take that little. So that is super Assault Vest right now. Yeah. So Woodhammer actually doesn't KO me, but I don't want to use my Citrus Berry. So I'd rather go out into, I'm going to put AV on the Rillaboom. I'm going to go out into my Suing Quillfish, which actually doesn't have a bad matchup versus anything, especially with terrain up. And then I can get up as many spikes as possible. If he does go for the knockoff, I'm good. If he goes for a Woodhammer, I'll tank it. As well, he's giving me recovery, which is really important. And also, my Scizor endgame looks really, really nice. I love the team he brought. So AV Rillaboom. Good to know, good to know. Sandaconda, Fizz Def, probably high horsepower over Earthquake just because of the grassy terrain interaction, I would assume. But Arboliva doesn't really care anyway. This should be a Suing Quillfish, like, a lot of fun for it. But I want it to be that Fairy type because that Stake Out Mabostiff is a huge threat. I could see him U-turning, but I think Knockoff gains him something out of the turn too. Let's see if he does U-turn though. Intimidate. There's a knockoff. Perfect. I mean, perfect is relative. You know what I mean. There's a knockoff. Okay. It happened. Not perfect. You know, in an ideal world, shoot, I keep my item. But we'll get up a spike. Again, I'm assuming that Sandaconda is going to want to come out now. There's a U-turn. Does not do much to me. Quillfish. Knock. U-turn. This is a nice free spike. I think the only switching will be Sandaconda, honestly. I don't see really much else that can come in safely on this thing. And again, getting up that spike is going to help out my Latias. Because if I use Latias to trace, or reflect type rather, on the Skuntank, I'll be in a nice spot. Sandaconda. So Earthquake and Terrain does not KO. If I get rid of my Eviolite, does not KO in grassy terrain. Obviously, though, my opponent could have high horsepower. I am actually faster than this thing. High horsepower does a good chunk. It actually has a shot at KOing me, so I'm not going to risk that here. I'd rather just get up that spike and then make the Arboliva play again. And kind of just Shrimp Sap back and forth and play the long game in this case. Again, if he wants to go for Glare, I think it might be a high horsepower, but a Glare is a good play because, I mean, Arboliva is really strong into this team. And that just helps him kind of check it. Let's see if it's a glare. It is a glare. Yep. That's kind of like to be expected, I think. I definitely think that's going to be expected. We'll see if that costs me anything later, that para. But again, Spike being up, I get a little bit of damage off on Rillaboom coming in too. I don't have to worry too much about what they want to go for here. I think I just go for another Alluring Voice. They don't have a fair resist on their team at all. And I threaten something like Rillaboom for a little bit more damage, because we do want damage on Rillaboom and Sandaconda to try and Thunderbolt late game with Thundurus. Again, I'm assuming it's Rillaboom again. Let's see. There's a Rillaboom. Okay. Am I going to get full paralyzed here? I hate Glare with a passion. Nice. We get some damage off of them. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Ooh, I'm so sorry, Drew. That crit is so nasty. That crit is really, really nasty. I am very sorry about that. I'm honestly so sorry. And Grassy Terrain ends here too. They actually have no... Well, he would go out... If he U-turns, it'd be Skuntank if I was to stay in, right? So there's no point actually staying in. Yeah, he would go Skuntank if anything. I reflect type there. That damage is really big for Latios to knock out Rillaboom as well. So I am... That is unfortunate, to say the least. If I go Scizor, he wouldn't knock. He definitely would U. If I go Scizor... Nah, I'll go this anyway. I'll go this anyway. Very big crit. My bad, Drew. Sorry, I had to drink some water. Very, very, very big crit. Especially because Terrain ends, so he doesn't get any recovery here. He could just knock again as well, like if he really wants to. But I think you... Yeah, exactly. Good U-turn. Alright, so... My boss, if Iron Boulder could come out if it is banded, which I think you could very well run into me. Especially because I lost my Eviolite. So Iron Boulder is not bad at this point. But if it isn't banded, then I don't think it kills me. I really don't think it kills me, even without my Eviolite. Let's see. Iron Boulder. Okay, Mighty Cleave does 44 to 52% without my Eviolite. If it's not banded. If it is banded, then... Let me see. Well, it'll kill me. Yeah, that's how that works. There's the boulder. Is it banded, though? Is it banded? Do we see a boost? Do not see a boost. I'm going to assume it's banded. I'm going to assume it's banded then. I actually don't live anyway. Do I want your defensiveness for the other Mon? No, I should be okay. I should be okay. Just going to crunch. They'll knock me out with... Oh, he goes for sub. Nah. So I kept saying, Drew, you should be running sub on your boulder. I kept saying, Drew, you should be running sub on your boulder because you keep getting Thunder Wave and stuff every week. You keep getting Thunder Wave. Except in this situation, I actually do not have a... I actually don't have a switch into this Mon. And I'm not going out to my... Well, I do. It's my Paralyzed Mon. I'm not bringing out my Paralyzed Mon here. So, I'm going to go for Crunch again as he Earthquakes and knocks me out. Earthquake within terrain. Ooh, interesting. Let's see. Sub. And then EQ. Alright, Scizor, I choose you. It's free U-turn time. It's U-turn time. He might try and hit me. He might not even expect me to be faster, to be honest. Plus, I could go for Bullet Punch as well. So, I'm always going for U-turn here. I'm definitely always going for U-turn. And then, I don't know the... Well, at this point, the fact that Sandaconda takes the chip and that hazards are up is going to really open up my Arboliva again. So it's going to start forcing in Skuntank, which is what we want, because we want to start hitting my opponent's team when they have that Skuntank. So, again, I'm assuming they go Sandaconda here. Yep, to maybe Glare. Perfect. So we're going to get a nice little U-turn off. Perfect. Nice little chip. Chippy chip. Keep that Mon nice and low. I could go Ace to U-turn out, but I'm definitely going Arboliva here. One more time. Because that Scarf Scizor endgame is looking kind of nice. That Scizor endgame is looking really nice. It's looking really nice right now. Yeah, very, very nice. I mean, As always, alluring voice time, baby. As always, alluring voice time. I do think that I'm going to be in a point where I have to sack Cinderace here just because my other mon went down. But yeah, we always go for alluring voice. I'm not going to 2KO me. I have a Citrus Berry. If Rillaboom comes out, if I break through, which I mean I don't deserve to break through based on what happened. But if I do break through, I'll do a lot. I will KO Rillaboom. I'm assuming Skuntank is the play here. It is Rillaboom. Okay, so again, very lucky with me breaking through pairs. Let's see if we break through again. There's the grassy terrain, which I don't mind the recovery at all. And I do manage to break through. Does this actually KO? I did get a crit last time, so I actually don't know if it's in range yet. It does KO. Okay, so Rillaboom goes down. Sorry about that, Drew. Truly. That crit was whack. Arb KOs Rillaboom. This mon is a crazy mon. Like, legitimately a crazy mon. So I think Skuntank is going to come out here. I definitely think Skuntank is going to come out. What do I want in the end? Because I know that if I reflect type in front of Skuntank with Lottie, I smoke it. I definitely smoke it if I reflect type. But if I go out into my Cinderace on the knockoff, they may try and Sucker Punch me, and that gives me a Will-O-Wisp, which would be big. So I actually think I will go Ace anyway. If they go out to my boss, if I live hits from that. If they go Quackable, I live a hit from that. And they just powered up my Giga Drain. If they go out into the Mighty Cleaver, I beat that 1v1 with Giga Drain as well. So that's big. Again, Rillaboom going down is nice. They don't have too many turns of terrain left either. 4 turns after this. There's a Skuntank, as we said. We want a little bit more chip. I think we do 2 KO as well. The yeah, we're always going you. Because you tank knockoff. Let me see. Cinderace tanks knockoff from Skuntank. It'll do a lot. Don't get me wrong. It does a lot. I'll tank a Gunk Shot too. They double out into my boss diff here. Ooh. With Intimidate. I don't know what that means. It has Intimidate though. Oh, they expected me to go It has Intimidate. Does that mean it has Comeuppance? What does that mean? What does Intimidate mean? I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp here. I'm scared. Isn't that move called Comeuppance? Isn't that move actually called Comeuppance? Or whatever it's called? Okay, so it's Intimidate and lefties. Oh my god, Amo, they're using the set that you talked about. Okay, yeah, Terras. Alright, cool. The hell is this thing's Terra type again? I mean, I know it's Fairy. It's Ghost. Fairy. Oh, he was trying to bait the high jump kick, you demon! But we do manage to land the Will-O-Wisp. Ghost. So they can't Terra us Anaconda, which means Grass Knot actually sweeps their team. There's a Pain Split. Ooh. I didn't... So I know it said we shared. But I feel like the concept of sharing might have been lost on Cinderace. Because damn did that mon take nothing. So they already Terra Ghosted and it's burnt. Well, you got Comeuppance. It's Pain Split. Do you have Comeuppance? That's the move, right? It's literally that 1.5 times move. Anyway, we're Pyro Balling here because I think terrain ends in a turn. And yeah, that was a big Wisp for me. I don't think I've used Wisp Ace yet. Actually, maybe I have. But that game didn't go up yet. Yeah, because we play ahead of time. So I'm playing this right now, but week 4 isn't even up, and this is my week 5 game. So that was a big fake Pain Split. You definitely expected the Pyro Ball, I guess. I mean, Will-O-Wisp is nice. Shout out to Ace, man. Terra Ghost. Oof. That's cool. Anyway, I need to weaken this for Lottie. That did 0. Bro, that did 0. That actually did... That did less than 0. What? Get rid of this terrain. I'm tired of it. Damn, Comeuppance. That's really funny. Comeuppance is sick. He didn't even use it, by the way. I keep talking about a movie he's not using. I want everybody to know that I'm talking about a movie he's literally not like using at all. Oh my god. He's gonna Pain Split here. I'm just gonna Pyro. Oh, he switched. Awesome. So, okay, this is the last turn of Grass Terrain. This is the last turn of Grass Terrain. Sandaconda comes out. That's great. I'm going to get some beautiful damage off on this. I don't know if it has Rest. It has Glare Rocks. I think it has Stone Edge plus High Horsepower. This does a lot if it lands. Oh my god, I get another crit, bro. Wait, what? I did not get a crit? Question mark? I just damn near killed? What? Okay. Well, I don't want to miss Pyro Ball, so I'm going for U-turn. At all. It had leftovers, right? That is so much. Ace is so strong. And this is Libero, too, so this is definitely going to kill. Ace is so strong. My god. Okay, Ace kills Sandaconda. Ace KOs. Skuntank, Mabosta, Iron Boulder, and Quackable. I do have a Scarf. I do have a Scarf Thunderous, but I got to be careful around that. Let's do it. Bring out Skuntank. Bring out Skuntank now so I can show off my Reflect type. Bring out Skuntank now. Bring out the Skuntank. Bring out the tank. Bring out the tank. Bring out the tank. So I get the Poison Dark typing, which is really strong into your team. Come on. Bring it out. You know you wanna. Bring it out. Come on. Bring them out. Yeah! Give me your typing. Give me your typing. And then I just start clicking Dragon Pulse, Dragon Pulse, Dragon Pulse, Dragon Pulse. Whoa! When I get Scarf knockoff here, I'm gonna be very sad. But I feel like a Mon with Sucker Punch doesn't need to run Scarf knockoff. But you know, when I get Scarf knockoff here, I'm gonna be really sad. Yeah, the Reflect type! Give me your type! Yes! Gunk Shot don't do crap to me. Ooh! And it's time to Dragon Pulse. I have taken your typing. You have dishonored my family. And for that... for that... I will be pulsing. Now, I will say that, gotta be a little careful, little Skuntank endgame. Now, I do look really good with my Scizor, and my Scizor has Steel Beam. And everybody's gonna be like, yo, Steel Beam, what the hell, Joey? You're running too much heat. Listen, man, just let me cook. I'm having so much fun with my draft. I'm having so much fun. Ooh, chip. Yum. Delicioso, oh, shoot. On my Dora grind right now, let's go. Skuntank, Gunk Shoddingtons. I'm gonna be a freaking poison type. That's doing nothing. Recover, my child. Not bad. Okay, feeling pretty decent right now. In a decent position with Skuntank almost gone. We are really close to a Thunderbolt sweep. We're super close to a Thunderbolt sweep now. Incredibly close to a Thunderbolt sweep. I think it knocks out my boss up. It definitely knocks out Iron Boulder after the spikes, which is what we really want. And the prep is looking nice. No, my friend. Not today. I have recovery. Yes, Twindra. Go, my child. When I lose to this damn... when I lose to this stupid Quackable with weakness policy, I'm gonna be sad. Ooh, Custap. Okay, everybody in... Okay. You have Endeavor? Or you have Explosion? What is it? I'm just gonna recover here on your Custap. Drew is like, if I'm gonna lose the Custap, I'm gonna join it. It's Endeavor. I knew it. I knew it. But we always recover there, obviously. We got to. Alright. So we pulse and we get rid of Skuntank. Yep. Lottie KOs Skuntank? Question mark? Question mark. It's still a question mark right now. But yeah, that's a fight. I also think he could have ran Endeavor on Assault Vest set. That would have been really cool because then he could have just spammed Endeavor, like Superfang plus Endeavor. So I like this tech. But I mean, Custap isn't broken, right? As long as you play around it, you're good. As long as you play around it, you're good. So what I want to do into... let me see this real quick. How much this is going to do. Let's just make myself Poison Dark. Because I don't want to lose the Quackable. because of para. Poison. Dark. Quackable. Psychic. Soul Dulati. 68 to 81, which means Dragon Pulse. Alright, so Dragon Pulse into Psychic will KO. Just in case it's like weakness policy. I don't want to lose to that. At all. Yeah, I'm getting hit up by everybody. I got a DM from Shady, MV, Seabad. I feel so blessed. All these great people in my life. Fantastic. Yo, everybody right now, go and go find somebody out there and thank them. Thank them for being a friend. Thank them for being a friend. All right, Drew, who you bringing out? The Quavo. The Quavo is here. Okay, so, again, if it's like, the play is to Dragon Pulse first, just in case, because I don't kill with Psychic, and if it's Weakness Posse, it could be bad. So if it SDs plus Weakness Posse, it could be bad. So I'm definitely going to Dragon Pulse. I would love for this thing to be Scarf and just be faster than me. I would absolutely love for it to be Scarf and just be faster. CC would kill me, and then I can go out into Thunderous and click Thunderbolt. So that will do... It's Assault Vest. It is Assault Vest. It is Assault Vest. It did 0. That has to be AV. Alright, so it's going to KO me here. It's not going to SD. It's not going to be Weakness Policy. That is Assault. I got rid of my typing on this. I clicked Psychic. It's AV. Good to know. It's AV. Okay. So, from this point in time, I go Arbaliva. He gets its Moxie boost. I have a Citrus Berry. And then it comes down to, will we be smoked by this Mon? Will we be smoked by this Mon? Because... You see, this Mon right here doesn't care. This Mon right here does not care. Strength Sap, definitely the play, though. Thunderous to Thunderbolt to Assault Vest, Quackable. It's definitely AV. I get the Citrus. I get the Citrus. I get the Citrus. Let's see if we get the Strength Sap. Let's see if we get the Strength Strap. Let's see if we get the Strength Sap. Again, that para early, nasty as hell. I do get the Strength Sap. Very, very, very big. Very big. Very big Strength Sap. Very, very, very big Strength Sap. Whew. Okay, so now we just go for Alluring Voice because it gets confused. Though Giga Drain hits everything. Very, 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 very big. Alright, so Aqua Step, it's actually going to get confused here if it hits me. Yeah, it actually gets confused here because it gets a speed boost, so Alluring Voice does confuse it. Yeah, and it does a lot. It does a lot. It does a lot. It does do a lot. So we get that nice little confusion. I Strength Sap here, though, because it has a chance to hit itself. I mean, it doesn't have to hit itself, but... It does hit itself, though. Alright, that's Alluring Voice for you. Quackable KOs itself. KOs itself. I have not been paralyzed yet. And I found my Citrus Berry, though. I found my Citrus. I should be good unless that thing is Salic. Iron Boulder comes out. Iron Boulder comes out. In order to stop it from being sub-Salic, I just go for Encore here. F it. I literally go for Encore, like always. Let's see. Alright, I get paralyzed, but like he has to SD and do more to me than just that. Also, it looks like it's not Salic, so I go for Encore again. If he SDs, I go Cinderace, and then I can Bullet Punch. And I have a Scarfmon too. I definitely Encore here. Arbaliva? Believe? Then I saw her face. There's the SD. Come on. Arbaliva. Arbaliva. Then I saw her face. Arbaliva. Let's go. Alright, so we Encore them. We lock them into SD. No Meta Herb. No Meta Herb. I go Ace. I break the sub with U-turn. Which also happens to deal with the other Mon. Whew. And then Bullet Punch cleans up. So yeah, I have to switch. I always go Ace, and I always BP. I freaking love this mon, dude. I mean, Ace, I love Ace too, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I just gotta go for the 100% accurate move every single time to win. And by BP, I mean I click Thunderbolt. Because I'm Scarf on Thunderous, so Thunderous should win the game. I think. I believe so. Let's see. Okay, we U-turn. Sub, EQ. It's definitely, it's SD Mighty Cleave, right? You're like, if it's like Endure or some crap, we're good. Mighty Cleave. Right, there's the last SD. U-turn out to the Thunderous. T-Bolt, T-Bolt. Pick up that KO. I could go Scizor, technically. But I don't, I mean, it's not guaranteed that he has only enough speed to outspeed Ace. Which my Scizor does outspeed, like, versions of that. I mean, a lot of people in draft do that. But, okay, there's U-turn. Bring out Scarf Thunderous, and we click Thunderbolt twice, and that should be it. Alluring Voice is nasty. I wanted to get I would love them to hit me, and then I get the Shrimp Sap up, obviously. But I was going for the Thunderous A game anyway. So we click Thunderbolt here. We outspeed them. Knock them out. And then we should be able to... We're modest, right? I think Mabostiff super dies. Yeah, Mabostiff, even with max HP, is taking like 64 to 75. Now, he could be max HP, max but death. But I feel like with Skuntank, he's okay. I mean, it's also burnt. What am I even worried about? Nothing. And also, this does 43 to 51, even to max but def. Careful, which is basically, that's almost in range. That's closer to like 49, 50 maybe. Alright. Come on, I need this win. I choked last week, man. I choked so bad versus Gator. That was such a good game, too. Alright, and Thunderous picks off the last two. Good game, Drew. Very good game. Very good game. Arbolivo got very lucky creating the Rillaboom. I'm so sorry about that, dude. I'm so sorry. That was whack. I do not like crits that did matter. 100% mattered. Because getting rid of Rillaboom early, didn't have to worry about grass terrain. Obviously, the glare could have been in your favor at any given point, right? I love the double Assault Vest into me. I think it helps Quacklevo live like a random Thunderbolt. It helps it live like a Psychic from Lottie and things like that, and gives it potential to really snowball. So I like the prep. The Mabostiff, I'm very excited to get in call, hopefully, if he's willing to do an interview and find out what it was. But please, guys, if you did enjoy, make sure you let me know. Leave a like, sub to my channel, sub to my boy Drew, and I'm going to hit him up if he is down to do an interview, and we'll see you next week with my game versus Seabat otherwise. So I'll see y'all in a sec if I could just find my mouse. Oh, also, feel free to use code AIM. I don't know if code AIM 30 is 30% off this week, but it might be. It might be. I don't know. But use code AIM. Peace. So I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend, Drew, Drewby, the GOAT. Gotta pound your chest when you're talking about him. He is the absolute GOAT. I mentioned him, but I'm really sorry again about that that crit on Rillaboom. For sure lost you momentum. I loved your team. I loved it. This guy caught me off guard. I kept talking about comeuppance, bro.
I was so... Bro, you brought Cinderace with Will-O-Wisp. What? You're an animal, man. What the fluff was that, dude?
I mean...
Got me good.
I mean, like, so... First off, defensive Mabostiff to deal it, you're a demon. I love it.
I was for liking Rock, but that never happened, so...
Bro, if I had high jump kicked... If I had high jump kick and I went for that turn, I would have taken off my headphones and just walked away. Like, I literally would have taken off my headphones and walked away. It's like, this god just got me. But, yeah, so, like, offensive Cinderace, Powerball, U-turns, and Headbutt was really strong into your team. Like, you only had Sandaconda, which I could wear down with my team. So, I was like, I'm not going to put anything specifically to hit Mabostiff or Probopass for super effective damage, just because they could both Terra. So I just went with Wisp, because even, like, if Sandaconda came out and you clearly had... Fire set, by the way. You clearly had Shed Skin. I was like, screw it. I can burn it maybe later if I need to. If Shed Skin doesn't activate, that'll help me out. I figured you weren't running Rest because you were running Stealth Rock Glare. I was like, okay, he needs a ground move and needs something for coverage. I thought it'd be a rock move. Skitter Smack is fire because you glare Lottie and you actually two-shot.
I was trying. Yeah, man. There was some nice DPS there for sure. Or like I said, I want to catch the Arbor Live on a switch in possibly too because that was like a good switch for him.
Smart. Yeah.
Dead Neg 1, but yeah.
No, the I loved, and I talked about it like in the video too, but I love sub on Iron Boulder. I feel like you got to utilize that more with your Rillaboom, and I love that you brought it versus me. Obviously, like I said, I didn't go for like any status or anything on that. I just went for Crunch because I was terrified about this mon. I thought you'd be Salisbury at the end. I was like, crap, man. If my Arboliva messes up twice, I was Scarf Scizor, and I am like it hits 376 speed because I figured most. I just went max because I'm like. Most boulders should hit, 1 point fast, and Cinderace my fastest mon.
Yeah.
So I was just praying. Plus, I had Bullet Punch at the end of the day, so I was like, maybe I'll be good. But I was still terrified because if you were Salic, then, and if you were Salic and you outsped me, if I U-turn and you Mighty Cleave and I die, I lose. If I Bullet Punch and then you sub, and maybe I'm like looking at it wrong from Wi-Fi and I can't tell what 25% is, even though I had the thing. I was like, oh crap, I can lose this way too because I don't have any more priority. So I think you did exactly what you had to do. I think Blair was smart on Sandaconda. I feel like that needs to come like every week and just paralyze everybody, like actually with that mon. Talk about the let's talk about the Custap Skuntank, bro. Let him know.
So like the point of this thing was like I just wanted like I my team is kind of slow outside of priority. That's why like I wanted to get the Infernape over the Heat Ran and whatnot. Have to drop the kind of the faster mons there. So I figured with this Skuntank here, something is gonna eventually try to kill me, obviously.
Yeah.
But like one of your big boys, I don't know what it was. Like I didn't really have a good lattice answer. Sucker Punch is too obvious for that thing. So like it's cute. I could maybe flinch something with it, but I knew Sucker wasn't a good call there. So my goal with this thing was just let something smack me and then just put it to 1 HP. And then give Quackaball a free Moxie, or a little bit of a free Grassy Glide, or like anybody just come in, let me get ready to roll here. But
honestly, that's smart. That's very smart. I like that a lot.
I was trying something different there because like I also figured like, well, if he's gonna probably bring Quillfish this week, and the Quillfish is a great switching for this thing, and like I don't think Skuntank really has anything crazy for.
Nah, nothing.
Like, I could bring Taunt, but like even if I taunt you, it's like, what do I do then? Like I still think you're like advantageous with like the Quillfish forcing me to switch out there, so. I don't know. I just wanted to take something out with me, or like put something in range to get Quackaball ready, or just literally pick something off.
Which is basically what you did. Which is like exactly what you did, right? You did the exact same thing. You were able to get a Quackaball. When I saw that, again, I was terrified about weakness policy at the end. I was like, I'm not about to get what happened to me like I've done to other people. And I was like, so Drew's been waiting for this all season to get this Quackaball out here.
Right? I have, yeah. No, and I think Skuntank, I made a speed to outspeed. I think it was Jolly Swampert by a point. I think that's what it was. Smart.
Yeah, you get the extra chip on it. Yeah, you get the extra Endeavor chip, and that's smart because I have ran Speedy Swampert, and Speedy Swampert's not even bad here, right? Like I was actually debating like even random Scarf Swampert at a point just to get off like a huge hit on like Boulder or something like that, but then obviously it ended up being too slow, and I was like, and you're definitely gonna run speed for Ace, right? So I couldn't think about that. I was also worried about the so obviously you saw the Reflect type Lottie for Skuntank's typing because Skuntank's typing is insane. But it was also like my backup check for Terra Ghost Iron Defense Body Press Pro Pass, which you know we just saw what you were able to do with your Pro Pass. So I didn't want to lose to that one specifically, and that's also why like I had Encore on Arboliva, because I recently learned it got Encore, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool because it allows me to stop. Obviously, if you get a Brox or you're setting up, like exactly what it did here, right? Like if you were Citrus Berry or Salad Berry, that's what I was most scared about. You getting a sub, me being paralyzed. So I was like, okay, I'll try and break through, try and get an Encore off, and then do what I did. U-turn with Ace into whatever to end up winning the game. I love this. The boss of is so cool. I was
so excited for this thing. I brought obviously Trailblaze and Curse is like they go against each other, but the point of Trailblaze like a +1 Curse. Trailblaze again, because Swampert's a pretty good switcher for this thing.
Yes,
so I figured, all right, if I Trailblaze, I could do over a half, I think, at +1.
Yeah, easily.
And then like I'm at +1 defense also, so like I could keep Scissor at bay a little bit, Cinderace at bay a little bit. I can pain split things, but didn't really obviously happen too much in this game. I wanted to put in more work, but you just you put him in his place pretty quickly. So that was the end of my boy Biceps over here.
Dude, I literally Will-O-Wisp because I was waiting for the comeuppance. This
I had that on there originally, And then I was like, well, I wanted to go jaw lock actually, like jaw lock her or something. But I figured like if I jaw lock like Swampert or I called the jaw lock wrong, I just gave you a free kill. And,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like if absolutely nothing.
If you draw like this guy, like Arboliva.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm just completely screwed. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. Like that's why I didn't like it. I had Steel Beam on Scarf Scizor.
Oh my lord! Yeah,
So-
that would've caught me off guard.
So the thing was, in my head, the scenario was okay. He has Galarian Weezing plus Quackable. If I bullet punch Galarian Weezing and then a Quackable comes in and goes for Aqua Step on me, he has options. He has ways to reverse sweep me, right? That mon is like the quickest I'm a reverse sweep you mon ever. So I was like, so I'll Steel Beam Weezing and to knock it out from like 50, 60, and then if Quackable comes out, I'll Steel Beam again. Even if I miss, it still does recoil. So I denied the Aqua Step. It was
Oh, true, yeah, because you would knock yourself out.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Basically, I couldn't think of a good move here. I was thinking about Tailwind, but I was like, what do I need Tailwind for these mons?
Guys that already got speed.
Exactly,
Yeah.
or don't do anything with the speed type of thing.
Yep.
I was like, knock off. I was like, I don't want to be trapped by Probopass because you could definitely run Magnet-Pull, obviously, into me if you really wanted to. And yeah, so I thought that was like cool. I really like the double AV. I think it was such a smart call. Especially because they both threaten my physical attacker, right?
Oh,
like
yeah.
this one
Naturally,
U-turns on.
yep.
This one, both of these threaten Lycanroc, which otherwise is kind of strong into the team. It's a good one, especially with offensive Sandaconda here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is sick. Oh, it's Terra Poison. I'm so dumb. Every time I see Poison, I always think Ghost, bro. I know you're Poison too. You're Poison. I'm so dumb.
Yeah, I was ready for the fighting attacks and whatnot. Cause he just all the calcs. I don't even think Lycanroc did over 20% with anything to him, unless it was like banded or something.
After a
but he was
curse,
just
Mike.
eating.
Oh, after Intimidate. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with the Intimidate.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And that's why I had curse comeuppance. Like, okay, if he hits me, I got +1 comeuppance going on. But I didn't know how the mechanic kind of worked.
So,
I don't know if it was
comeuppance always is based on your speed. So curse plus comeuppance actually makes sense because you need to be slower for it to work. Like let's say you use comeuppance against a Swampert, it wouldn't work because you'd be going first, type of thing. So
Okay.
You were right. If you had curse plus comeuppance, that actually would not have been bad.
Okay.
Like at all.
And then I also originally had Weezing with neutralizing gas, but I didn't know. Like I couldn't even find it on Google. Honestly, like I'm like an idiot. But does that stop Technician and things like that too, or no?
I believe so.
Okay. So I was like trying to find that. There was like no clear cut answer.
We got you know what? We got a damage calc right here. I'm pretty positive.
It didn't change. It didn't change here when I
wait,
was calcing.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So Weezing, that's neutralizing gas. Bullet punch does this much. It says technician right there. Maybe it doesn't. I guess it doesn't.
So I don't know. I changed technician to whatever is above it, and it still stayed the same. So I don't know. That's why I was like, all right, let me just not risk it and bring it. Otherwise, it could have been. Oh, did it change actually?
Yeah, it looks like it does. I mean, so
maybe
I get
I'm an idiot then.
No. I don't think it. I think it. But it's not like neutralizing gas isn't active. Is the thing.
Oh, it's technician. Yeah, it's technician that's not active now. Yeah.
But that's only because I got rid of it. Like I don't think it stops it. You know what? We have comments that can help us.
Yeah, someone can figure that out for sure. So I had that originally. I took that off because the neutralizing gas would have been decent against that. And what'd you have on your team? I forgot. Let me see your team real quick. I forgot I wanted to try to neutralizing gas as well. I think Libero also. Maybe I could get rid of Libero.
Yeah. That definitely for sure could have done that to me as well. Yeah. I thought Weezing might came too because it was decent into Arboliva, but then it's like, well, if I have Hyper Voice, it gets 2-shot, and if I'm Earth Power and neutralizing, so I was like, if it has it, he has it. Because Lottie is like really good into taking out the mons that this mon doesn't like. Like they're really good together, specifically, which is what I like a lot about them. I love like early game. You didn't give me any. Like that's where the crit really sucked. Again, I know you said this, whatever, but like like you lost so much momentum off of that crit. I was able to actually pick up a KO into the turn, or excuse me, into that turn. So yeah, again I love this. I love that you're running the Aquajet 2. Can I just say, I know this was a previous week, but if that Azumarill had belly drummed, oh my god, you inspired me.
I was so ready, dude.
You inspired me so much, bro. I've used so much Quackable, and I've never used Mirror Herb, and now you inspired me so much with that. I got so hype because again, if it had belly drum, you literally won because you had Aqua Jet as well for the cut step and dirt.
Like I got this, and like I was thinking like if he built, I have nothing for belly drum and Azumarill like on my team at the point. Like what do I do? So like I feel like my only answer was Quackable, and like I have to go for him because if he does it, he just wins. So it was worth the sacrifice of just letting them drop to the player up or whatever happened.
That would have been game of the year, though. If that
Oh.
happened that way, that would have been absolutely game of the year. How you like your team now? Because I mean, like you said, you made a bunch of changes. You dropped Heatran.
Yeah.
You didn't really use it too much either.
I didn't bring it once. I didn't like it in the first 2 matchups. I was gonna bring it against Shady, but there was one thing that I swapped him out last minute for a certain calc, and if he brought something, it would have just it could have rolled my team if I had Heatran. But the mono I replaced it with was I forgot exactly what it was. This was I don't know 2 or 3 weeks ago at this point, but. That's when I break him at all. I'm like, you know what? And my team's kind of slow-ish now. Also losing Screamtail.
Yeah.
And Frostlass. So I was like, let me get a little more speed here. And Furnip is honestly pretty goated in like all.
No, it's a Firemon, and
aspects.
you got your Fire, Water, Grass starter core, which is
Yeah, I got all my starters. You know.
No, it's hype. It's hype. You got some of the coolest Pokemon as well. I think Skuntake's such a cool mon.
Oh, I love Skuntak. I always have too. He's almost there. He's like a good mon, but he's not. Like,
Almost. He's like so close,
Yeah.
right? He's so close. I feel like all it needs is Swords Dance. Like actually.
Yeah. Something to like boost him. Yeah, I think does he get cursed? Does he get cursed? Does he? No.
No, I see no curse. I see no. It has Nasty Plot, but like, come on.
Yeah, Nasty Plot Flamethrower. Like that's like all I really get.
Yeah, like
I think with it.
Give me some real. Like they gave it a physical fire move too. Like if this thing had Swords Dance, it'd be insane. I hope they give it maybe next gen or something like, or anything like that. I think that'd be cool. Or Corrosion. I'd take Corrosion too. Corrosion would be fire.
There you go.
But,
there we go.
It's always a pleasure playing you, Drew. I'm so hyped that
likewise,
you're playing
likewise.
draft again with us, man. Like I'm glad you're with us, and I love, like I said, I love your commentary inside. So please, everybody,
Thank you.
go ahead and check out Drew. He's hilarious. It's just great. It's just great. It's just a good time. If you go in there, get a slice of pizza. It's like you gotta.
That's it, baby.
As a New Yorker to a New Yorker, you got a piece of New York right there. Right there.
That's right.
You
man.
watching
That's
Drew,
right.
you're like, yeah, this guy says bacon and cheese. Yeah, he does. Yeah, you know he does. Yeah.
That's right, baby. Nah, man, I appreciate it. I wish I was doing a little bit better, but like I've been losing like 5-0, 4-0, but man, they've been so much closer than those scores indicate. Like,
I agree.
I'm out here dabbling. I'm trying, boys. I know I'm not the best, and like I said in this game, like I didn't even know Encore went through. So I'm like, oh, it's like just a literal skill gap sometimes, and I got. You know, I definitely got this game for sure. But
Dude, a pair or two could have changed everything too.
Oh yeah, if I got Quackable would have been cooking. If I got that the power after the first attack.
Literally.
But it is what it is, baby. It is what it is.
But
Thanks for having me, man.
Of course, bro. I appreciate you coming on. Thank you guys. Please check out Drew's channel link down below. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Have a good one, guys.